love seeing goddesses in the world united, and I love how one individual action can impact so many people, and how us coming home to our resource and wisdom really impacts the world as we see it. We are the revolution, in fact. And I also wanted to talk about a lot of things. So this is why it's not enough for the reel to be recorded. So I'm doing this like this, and I'm doing self-care at the same time. Because why not? I wanted to say that I really wish that we didn't teach girls how to be fully independent or do everything by themselves, but learn how to be wise with relationships and how they care of themselves and the world, and how to communicate and set boundaries in a gentle way, or if necessary, obviously not a gentle way, but in certain situations we just don't know. And I see like girls beat up boys weirdly, and people tell me they're playing like that, and I'm like, okay, grand. I think that's kind of traumatizing, but yeah. And I want to do, and I would love to invite you to some online soul drawing and aura drawing and energy drawing, where we draw ourselves. We can learn to draw our emotional bodies, our physical bodies, and work with mind in this way, because getting access to mind can be tricky. And from there, I want us to learn to draw the ancient symbols, and which make so much sense to me. They're not that ancient, they're true now. And also, yeah, like notice, for example, with money, where do we already have money, and where do we already have prosperity, and expand that feeling. Notice and learn how to connect to elements. For example, how do the elements speak to us? And this to me is spirituality. This to me is connecting to the astral realm, which I thought was scary at first, but actually isn't. And learning how with love alchemize everything that is outdated, and getting loads of support on all levels, building a new foundation. So foundation of mind, foundation of emotion, foundation of physical safety, nourishment for our souls, our rhythms, and loads of other things. Physical touch, for example, intimacy, and being seen fully, and learning to receive. So that's the chakra work. We're learning to receive as much as we give, balancing our chakras, and learning to ask and do meditations in high self and soul meditations. And before, I was thinking of ancient Greece, and how even though they were deeply spiritual, they also had a lot of war going on. And I think that I was like, does that mean they're stupid? Does that mean they just want to show who's stronger to survive? But that is not going to be something that I can answer now. Maybe I will be able to answer that later. But my deeply compassionate and humanistic self is like, no, we can just all be friends and all cultivate compassion and kindness, instead of trying to see who is bigger. And if we destroy anything, we destroy illusions of us being separated, illusions of us being just like other illusions and distortions in our minds, and connecting to our healthy inner masculine, which is about making decisions, which is about doing what feels right. And we don't need to explain what feels right, as soon as it feels right. Okay, this is as much as I'm gonna say for today. We're gonna connect to culture and arts through craft making, jewelry making, whatever it is that connects us, and also not deny the modern and innovation and exploration. And I'm so excited for where humanity is heading. I'm tired because I'm sleep deprived right now, but that's not forever. That's experience of mine, and I will be emerging more authentically when the time is aligned again, and when I'm ready to receive that time aligned, because I'm working with my own receivership, as you can see, from like how I sit to what I do. And I know that in order for something new to come in, something old has to go. And to process an old emotion, it takes already a bit of resource, psychological resource, soul resource, and a lot of desire. And I know that to process an old, outdated emotion that has been chronic, it also can take from 90 seconds to 15 minutes to 90 minutes ish. And if it's a PTSR, post-traumatic stress disorder, it can take longer and it takes a few sessions, but all of that is processable. To come back to now, when society is no more just a big trauma response, but we can also thrive, create, and innovate. And I have been connecting this within myself. I feel like I'm a big filter of truth at this stage, and a big bridge between where I was or what society I came from, and yeah, learning how to navigate my own energy. Yes, no, and accepting, not accepting inside, but learning that they exist and I can process them, emotions, and following what feels right has been the biggest kind of thing recently. And it's amazing to see people already living that by example, and the only way we can shine the way forward is to shine, no matter where we are, and also to deeply learn to listen to ourselves. So I take a lot of time to be alone. In nature, not in nature, anywhere I can find, I take a lot of time to be alone, and this is my human design. This is how I need to be. Even Jesus went to the desert for 40 days to chill and connect to God, and so do we. And we can learn to breathe with the womb. We can learn to just cultivate the healthy energy so it doesn't get stagnant anymore. And if it was stagnant from generations in the past, if there was like stuck energies, um, us doing this is already impacting the world. And if today you don't feel like doing anything, beautiful, that's what you need to do. That's your body telling you, because the body, soul, and mind are all one, on the big picture. So if your body is craving something, like sleep, like rest, like intimacy, like finishing a task, for example, your body can be, the energy can be sucked from unfinished tasks when you pick up new tasks as well. So this is your energy optimization and management. So lovelies, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I'm gonna share a practice that I already recorded a live for, and I want to re-record, which is the inner freedom and how we look from inside out, how to connect to our body deeper. I think this one is the most useful, needed one these days, and I am inviting you to follow for another while to see where we can connect there, because this work is really, this is not even feeling like a work, but it feels like an important thing to share with people right now. Okay, if you wish so, you can already dwell deep into how relaxed you are. Learning to relax, I think, is number one thing society needs. And where do we have breath, and where we have a contraction, and learn to breathe through that. I think that this is the only way that the art and the god and the goddess can come through. Spirit lead me, like you wouldn't sing from tension because you're in fight or flight, but you will sing from relaxation, and this is the most powerful energy that you can, that is almost physical. Like I'm pretty sure that the sound is physical and maybe the sound is the bridge between the physical and the spirit and the soul. Ooh, I said that wonderfully. So the meditation that I did was connecting deep into the root of the earth and allowing sitting in nature, preferably in the grass, and allowing us to feel our spine, our bum, and connecting through the spine to our head and feeling our head or whatever it is that we feel we have too much tension in, and inhaling into the parts that really need that, so our mind can be really active. So it's better to do this like in the morning or evening when our mind is not that active, or whenever we need it. And do consciously this bit, the womb sound. So whatever you do during sex, whatever you do during big relaxation, whatever you do when you feel like your body is the altar, your body is the castle, the church, whatever it is, in the most beautiful worshipy way. And we can worship that, and we can allow the light to fill that up, and the truth and the divine angelic frequency from Mama Earth. Boy, and then we can connect to the source from above through our crown chakra, filling us up and giving us energy and unlimited love because it's there. And we can activate our heart, and we can activate our Manipura, solar plexus, self-support, self-worth, self, you matter, self, I want you, you are here, you are needed, you're wanted. Something we wish that we heard from parents, from tribes, from communities, and allowing that to flow through our hands. We can use our hands to help energy be evenly distributed and massage through any blocks. If we're people pleasers, we have a lot in our faces that will believe this people pleasing situation. The whole thing is about getting to neutral and resourcing, and from there noticing already where are we loved, where do we have money if you're meditating on money, where do you have that what you desire already, and how can we be grateful for that, where do we have health, where do we have good relationships, or if we don't, how would you like it to feel, or how it felt in the past. But the main thing is to allow yourself to feel and breathe into that, because it is available right now. We're not changing anything, we're just changing perception. Changing our mind to serve us and help us. Oh, the trick about these meditations is consistency. So if you need support, how are you already supported? And we're basically energizing our body and making her more alive. Cleansing third eye, throat chakra, expressing our truth and listening deep. Coming back to our happy place within. If it's a forest, you can imagine you're in a forest, mountain, rivers. It's good to do these meditations just by nature being held. And allow yourself space. Tell yourself you have space for yourself. All of you is welcome, not just some parts, but the weak parts too. In fact, those are the ones that need our attention. And no, we don't need to let our inner child that is confused or lost dictate our life decisions, but we can definitely allow them to express and be, and we can allow ourselves to be weak and small for a sec, or for as long as they need to feel loved and validated. That's the magic. And see, oh, I'm inviting you to move your body the way that you want to move your body. Let that feminine essence in. And surrender to the earth. And tell her everything you want to say. A lot of our attention is stored in hips, and I can share somatic exercises for hips, basically going lying on a mat and allowing our hips to just, either you can get your legs like this to your chest and do the exercise here. So experiment in opening your legs in safety and slowly, and feeling your tailbone there and doing things like that very slowly. And the other leg, if you want to try that. And breathe in there. This is your pleasure practices as well. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Mama Earth, always present here for us. Thank you for following this video. It's been exactly what I have collected from other people, and yeah, so don't underestimate the power of your action. Don't underestimate the power of your community, which is us, and heart and art. And what do we value? Do we value love and peace? So do we already emanate that, and can we give space more and more, because it comes from within? You can imagine that you are sunshine looking out, and some days you're the sunshine, and some days you're on your stage before period and you don't want to shine, you want to process. And some days you can feel like you're the lighthouse with the lights emanating and looking to the world from deep place of within. So come back to your reality right now. Notice any shifts, notice any magic happened, and I will see you more for some consistency, for artist wellness, and for general wellness, our needs. I love this work. I love creating this new world with us together, or more so opening towards this new world that is already here. And love, love, love. If you feel like doing anything, allow your intuition to guide you. It's there for you. It's working out best case scenario. Affirmations. I love them. Use any tools that are supportive, and take time to integrate, which is as important. Thanks for being here. You know where to find me, and stay tuned for any classes that I'm gonna do, and any retreats or events or workshops, and how you can support, and how you can firstly support yourself.